Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask GamesRadar, where you guys have the questions and we have the answers. This week's first question comes from Zigzagar, and he said, what inspired you to do Ask GamesRadar? Well, that's a great question, and when I was brought on as community manager here at GamesRadar, I really wanted to give the community an opportunity to showcase themselves. I'm always looking for new and exciting ways to reach out to you guys, and what better way than to answer your questions directly. So I hope you guys appreciate the show and that you're enjoying it. The next question comes from Dan Basile, and he says, what do you guys think Nintendo should do to try and turn themselves around? So we actually have a plethora of Nintendo articles on GamesRadar.com, and most of them are written by our own Henry Gilbert. He seems to be our Nintendo expert. So let's just toss that question over to him. Henry?
So a lot of people have quick fixes or seemingly easy fixes to Nintendo's problem, like going mobile or putting out games on Sony and Microsoft systems. That really is just short-sighted, and as you can see from what's happened with Sega since it canceled the Dreamcast, not really the best fix. I think Nintendo's best bet right now is just to focus on software. They're easily one game away from the Wii U being a success. It's got to be that game. The DS was kind of nothing when it first came out. People were not that interested in it, and the PSP seemed a lot cooler. But then, within a year, they had out Nintendogs, after that Brain Age, and all these, more casual games that pulled in a ton of people. And the Wii U just needs another thing like that. Will it get it? Who knows? But Nintendo developers they're smart guys.
All right, thanks, Henry. You can always count on him to give us the up-to-date Nintendo news. This next question comes from Robbie Smyth, and he says, what games do you guys play during lunch, and who's the most competitive? We've actually recently gotten into playing a lot of Mario Kart on the Nintendo 3DS. We call it our cart call, our lunch cart call, and we'll get up to 8 guys playing Mario Kart. For those of us who don't play Mario Kart, Tom and Ryan and Zach, they're all crazy into League of Legends. And I think that's where the most competitive person comes in, because Tom goes cray if he doesn't get his way or wins or anything like that. There's a lot of shouting and swearing and racial slurs. Great guy though, Tom. Let's see, the last question comes from codystovall, and he wants to know, what's a franchise you want a good video game series of, like the Batman Arkham or Transformers Cybertron games? Personally, I would be crazy stoked if they could start making great Jurassic Park games. I know they probably won't, but Jurassic World is coming out in 2015, so fingers crossed for a cool Jurassic Park game. But let's go ask the rest of the team what they would like.
I was always a big Ninja Turtles fan, so I had all the games and I played all of them. I would really like a series where they kind of continue that. I don't know what it would look like, actually. But come to think of it, I really like Studio Ghibli. I think they should partner up with someone and do more Studio Ghibli related games. If there's a Totoro game, or even Ponyo. I think that'd be really cool. Let's make a whole series about Ponyo.
So I was never a fan of the Judge Dredd comics, but the movie starring Carl Urban was amazing. So I think it'd be pretty cool to have an open world, either first-person shooter or third-person shooter set in Mega City 1, where you're just taking down criminals left and right.
Well, it's all about getting a good one, right? So in the mid-2000s, I think, they released a Cowboy Bebop game. It was kind of like a One Piece style, it was terrible. I want a good, solid Cowboy Bebop game.
So my pick is RoboCop. I think that he is definitely deserving of a hardcore next-gen thing, and it totally fits for what's popular now. Mature rated games with a dude shooting people in the face all the time, in drug busts in a near future city, and it's made for the Unreal 4 engine. Just have it based on the original 80s RoboCop, not this new crappy looking RoboCop. Okay.
So, a few of the old Cartoon Network indie cartoons that came out, Johnny Bravo, the video game, all you do is walk around and you just go, hey mama, That would be sick. Also, Two Stupid Dogs, just run around and cause havoc, try and get a bone here or there, it'll be fine.
Oh God, I desperately want a really good
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, but I can also settle for a really good Battletoads game.
The franchise I would like to see be really successful would be the Star Wars franchise. I know there's been some good games like Knights of the Old Republic and Republic Commando and that kind of thing, but we've never really had a really good lightsaber combat game besides Jedi Outcast, but that was way a long time ago. We need a new Star Wars franchise that has really good lightsaber combat, like something like Batman Arkham Asylum, where it's you're blocking lightsabers and doing all kinds of cool combat stuff. So Star Wars, let's do that.
My choice would be a Harry Potter video game, and I know that there have been Quidditch games, which I played, and really bad PCs games, which I played, but what if you have a Harry Potter game with the gameplay of Infamous, and you and Harry and Ron and Hermione are Aurors, and you're in the city and wreaking havoc against Dementors, and you have all these spells and this really awesome multiplayer with a co-op. It'd be so cool.
All right, great. Hope that answers your questions. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section down below here on the site or on YouTube as well. You can actually tweet those to us at GamesRadar, and those will go straight to me. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all those great things to our social media channels, and we'll see you next time. Oh, that's a little phallic.
Yeah, I know.